So here we are looking at a lesson for indeterminate forms and L'Hopital's rule. Now, I don't know what L'Hopital's rule is at this point, but I'm guessing it has something to do with indeterminate forms or solving them, because if I look at the definition of indeterminate, and I'm thinking it can't be determined, so maybe that means can't be solved. And this is probably like a theorem, because I'm guessing L'Hopital, that sounds French, so I'm guessing he's a French mathematician who maybe in the 17th or 18th century may have worked on this problem. And I'm guessing that this problem has something to do with the examples they have here. And here we have the lim, which, if we remember, I think that has something to do with it, with limits. And limit means taking the limit, and so in this case, this means find this value of this function as x goes to 4. So you can put x equals 4 in here. But if I do that, then I notice that the denominator goes to 0. And I can't have that. And similarly on this side, I see limit. There's that lim again, meaning I'm going to take the limit of this function as x goes, in this case, to infinity. I see that I have 4x squared, which is infinity, over minus 3x squared, which is infinity. So I'm guessing that when they mean indeterminate, maybe they mean infinity over infinity or something over 0. And that ordinarily we can't solve. Maybe even an issue if it's over 0, maybe 0 over 0, right? Because as we say here, the case of 0 over 0, we can't really know where that's going. So maybe L'Hopital's rule has something to do with the ability to solve this problem. And if we look at the bottom of the page, they give us an example to solve the first one. And they don't take the limit. Remember, taking that limit, this is a limit, so I have to let x equal 4. But they don't do that here. Instead, they factor x squared minus 16 to be x plus 4 times x minus 4 over x divided by x minus 4, and they reduce that to x plus 4. But that's just factoring, so that's probably not L'Hopital's rule. But if we keep going, we can see here the other example. What they've done is they've divided the top and bottom, or the numerator and the denominator, by x squared. And so 4x squared becomes just 4, and 5x becomes 5 over x. And similarly in the bottom, they divide by x squared. This becomes over x squared, and this becomes minus 3. And now I just have 5 over x as x. Remember this limit again. Here's that limit. As x goes to infinity, 1 over infinity, we need to know here, right, is going to go to 0. So this just goes to 0, this goes to 0, and they're left with this problem. But that's probably, again, not L'Hopital's rule, because a rule seems like a general solution and not just factoring or dividing by x. So let's continue to see maybe this rule can help us solve thornier problems. And sure enough, here we are again. We're going to take the limit, LIM. We're going to take that limit, and we're going to let x equal to 0 for this. If sine 0 is equal to 0 over 0. So we have 0 over 0, and that's undefined. On the other side, we take that limit again, and we just say e to the infinity over infinity squared. Well, that's infinity over infinity. I don't know how to solve that either. Maybe L'Hopital's rule can help me do that. So here's what I'm guessing now is the author is defining L'Hopital's rule, because he has it set that off in a different colored box. And sure enough, he says, hey, if I've got a ratio of f of x, and I'm taking the limit as x goes to some value, and it turns out when I take that limit, right, I get 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity. These must be, right, 0 over 0, 0. What we think from before are indeterminate forms. So if I have an indeterminate forms, I can use this to solve. So I don't have to evaluate 0 over 0. I can just take, oh, here we go. Here's this derivative. Remember that apostrophe there means the first derivative. or rate of change. So f of x, remember, is equal to derivative, the first derivative, that's a rate of change. So if I just take the first derivative of the numerator and the first derivative of the denominator, I can then solve one of these indeterminate forms, what I couldn't do before. Let's take a look at an example. Maybe they show us one. And sure enough, there's that sine x over x that we were looking at before. And they say, well, here's that limit. Here it was before, 0 over 0. But they say we'll take the first derivative. So, first derivative of sine is cosine. So that's why they have that. And then the first derivative of x is equal to 1. And cosine is 0, because remember the limit, we're going to go ahead and plug that x 0 right into that x. So I get cosine 0, which is 1 over 1, and it becomes 1. I wonder if that works for all forms. Well, they give us another problem we can solve. In this case, it looks like we're going to go to 0 again in both the top and the bottom. But they show us here that if we take the first derivative, and again, here's our first derivative of x, here's our first derivative of g of x, which is the denominator, and they go ahead and they, because of that limit, they plug that right into that t value, right here. And they get 20 times 1, 20 times 1 equals 20, minus 8 times 1, which is 8, which is 12, right? 20 minus 8. And they go ahead and say, okay, 20 minus 8 is 12. And then they have 1 minus 20, which is over 28. Or they get 7, I wonder. Well, let's see. This is what? 3 times 4? And this is 7 times 4? Ah, that's how they get it. Okay. They just left out an extra step right here. But there's their answer. And that's how they reduced it. And so it seems like L'Hopital's rule can be used to solve anything that's 0 over 0 if it's a limit, or infinity over infinity. But we haven't seen infinity. Here's one right here that's infinity over infinity. And we show the ex over x squared. And sure enough, they take the first derivative of both. Here's f of x. Here's g of x. G prime of x, I mean. First derivative. But here, I'm still having infinity over infinity. I wonder if L'Hopital's rule can be used to solve it. Oh, they show it sure enough. And what they had to do, I guess here, this was enough, they used it again. And so, because I still had infinity over infinity, if I took the derivative again of both the numerator and the denominator, I get, well, f prime of x is equal to e of x, right? So I get e of x, and then what do they have here? 2x, and the f prime of 2x is equal to 2. So now it's ex over 2, which is infinity over 2, which is infinity. So I guess the answer could be infinity. Well, and it says right here that, if I need to, I can apply it more than once, and that's good to know, so I just keep going until I eventually get my solution. So I guess that L'Hopital's rule, an indeterminate form, is a method to solve indeterminate forms, which we know from the meaning of indeterminate can't be solved, which is 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity, but because of L'Hopital's rule, we do know how to solve it.